Hi there. I'm sitting in my car. I've got a couple of hours to waste until my mahjong, Friday night mahjong evening starts. So I'm going to have a little conversation with you, and I'll try and keep it as short as I can because there is a story attached to it. I have just had a bit of I think the word is revelation, I'm not sure, but an awakening, I suppose. I've just had an awakening. For years I have been, I've done workshops, training in anything and everything over the years. Way back from when my daughters were very young, I started workshops in all sorts of things. Nothing kind of connected with another workshop. I just started one thing after another because I want to know anything and everything. For instance, I learnt dowsing, you know, the pendulum that I learnt how to dowse. I learnt reflexology, hand and foot massage. I learnt numerology. Now, so many things, and I won't remember all of them. Now, this goes back to the 1970s, and I've been doing workshops ever since then. Art, all sorts of art workshops in pastels, oils, acrylics, coloured pencils. I've done art workshops in different places in Australia, in the UK. I've done, I've done dressmaking. I've knitted for years. I've done voluntary work in a parent support group. I did that for 8 years, and that led me to learn counselling. I got my counselling certificate. I've done EFT, which is emotional freedom technique. I did a workshop in the United States, matrix energetics. I've done hands-on healing workshops. I've done, I started learning Japanese. I started learning Italian. I started learning the stenograph machine, which is used for court reporting. Now, lots of things I've done, I haven't completed. I've got to a certain stage and I'd learned enough. I'd had enough, so I moved on to the next thing. And then the next thing, and then the next thing. But I've had so many varied interests over the years, and there seemed to be no rhyme nor reason for it. I just wanted to learn something. I heard about it, so I started studying it. And my husband, my ex-husband, said to me a few times, what, another thing, something else, something different. He never took an interest in anything I was doing, mind you. He never asked any questions about anything. Just, you know, it was a throwaway comment. Not another thing. And even my daughters said to me, another one, Mum, another one. And I worked full-time. I was doing office work at the time, shorthand typing, secretarial work, which paid the bills and paid for all my workshops. And, you know, people ask you when you're younger, what are you going to be when you grow up? Expecting you to take a particular path, expecting you to concentrate on something and become accomplished in one particular area. I never did. And I always wondered about that too. What is it about me that I just want to try something different, to try something new? Well, at the beginning of this talk, I told you I've had a revelation, an awakening. I recently came across something on the internet. I love working on the computer. I look at a lot of TED Talks. I love watching TED Talks. I've been an avid reader over the years. I've belonged to book clubs. That was something else. I'm just throwing other things in that I remember as I'm talking. And this awakening was a website that I came across. It was a young woman. I think she's American. She's put together this, I think her website's called Putty Putty something. And she's done TED Talks about this too. And I'm one of her tribe. I've I now know. She calls herself I've got to remember this now, Multipotentialite. She's a multi-potentialite. And I'm one of those too. Multi-potentialite. I often said I'm a ambidextrous, extra ambidextrous. That was, for want of a better title, that's what I called myself. I now realise that there are people like me, like her, who don't subscribe to being one thing or another. We can't just be a particular, niche of something. We want to do everything. We want to know and find out about many things. When I was in the UK in 2016, I did an intensive workshop in caregiving. And for 6 months, I worked in people's homes looking after the sick and the elderly. That was something else I've done. Oh, I'm an infant massage instructor. I've got those qualifications. Massage in schools instructor. And, I go on and on. I keep remembering stuff that I have done. Right now, I am learning how to market businesses online. My daughter Janie and I have partnered, and we are building an online marketing business, and I'm loving it. Now, this is something I have to stick at because I've put some money into this one, but I'm loving it. So this revelation, this awakening is me realising after all these years, yes, it's taken a bloody long time, I'm 71, and I've suddenly come across the knowing what I am and why I do all these things, why I'm constantly searching and wanting to know, asking questions, because I'm a multi-potentialite. Are you one of those? Are you a seeker of knowledge, wanting to try different things, wanting to learn different things? There's a lot of us out there. I'm not on my own. I'm part of this particular tribe, Multipotentialite. Look it up. I've actually started putting together a website. I've built a website for Janie and me. That's something else I've recently done. That's called lifestylewifi.com. I've put that together, and Janie's been messing around with it lately, so it's not looking 100% at the moment. But I put that together with my new skills and new knowledge, and I'm working on another website called onlinebabyboomer.com. It's not out there yet, but when I was putting this together, I was looking for a niche, something to concentrate on, something in particular. A particular niche is what people are being told when they do blogs, when they do websites. You need to have an area to specialise in. Well, bugger me. I now know that I don't have to specialise in anything in particular. I can use all sorts of weird and wonderful ideas. Things that I'm interested in, things that you might be interested in. New things, different things, a range of ideas. I'll probably concentrate somewhat on my faster EFT, which is faster emotionally focused transformation, because I'm very practiced at that. I help people with stress and anxiety and depression, so I'll definitely work with that, helping people with their mindset. That's something that I'm passionate about. But this onlinebabyboomer.com will be, as I see it now, I might change my mind, but it'll be a variety of things. So, hey, are there any more multi-potentialites out there? Do you understand what I'm saying, what I'm talking about? I'm excited to be this age and have to take this long to realise that it's okay to want to do anything and everything. It's okay. I don't have to conform to the norm. I can think outside the box and think outside the square. And it's a great... I'm back again. I think I cut myself off. But anyway, I've said all I have to say. And I'll be back with my new onlinebabyboomer.com website, sharing lots of information. So there you go. Have a great day.